Wow. Holy cow, there is people on there's people climbing that rock right there. Watch it. Hi friends, welcome back to another adventure. I'm Dustin with Dusty Outdoors, and this week we are in Devil's Lake State Park. I have a pretty epic hike planned. I'm staring up at the mountain we're gonna climb right now. Got in last night. There was really nothing too exciting to film. I made some mac and cheese, way too much of it. Ate that, went to bed. I camped at a campground in the state park on the north shore of Devil's Lake. But for the hike today, we drove around the lake down to near the south shore. That's where the hike's gonna start. Check out this drive to the south shore. All right, I believe the trailhead's right over there. I do have a map if I need it. It got chilly last night, got below freezing. Still a bit chilly. I think once I start hiking up this mountain, I won't be chilly anymore. I don't want to wear too much. I believe we want to go that way. So we do want to go that way. That's the goal right here. Devil's Doorway. We might see if we can find balanced rock as well. I've been to balanced rock with the fam. That's pretty cool. But we want to go this way, which I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but and not too much further. It's just straight up rocks. All right, well, it comes up here, but then as you can see, it gets a little harder to actually see where the trail is. Oh, it goes up this way. So this is pretty much what it's going to be. I would say probably mostly to the top. All these rocks are glacially deposited, and someone's put a lot of hard work into arranging these rocks that were already here into little steps. So the last time that the fam and I were here and we went to Balanced Rock, we actually came up from the north side, which is a much more, I'd say, family-friendly route. Gradual incline. Coming up from the south side here is pretty much like, hey, here's the rock side of the mountain. Let's go up it, which is what I wanted. That's why I chose to come to this side. This is insane, friends. I've not been on this section of trail before, but this is just like a cascading waterfall of rock, a rock fall. And every one of these rocks, I would say the average size is 6 foot in diameter, 5 to 6 foot in diameter. We're getting our first little view. We still got a long ways to go. We'll be way, way up. That's not even the top. Past that. This is that whole edge of just 5 to 10 foot in diameter boulders. And of course, there's a few other even bigger ones. You definitely want to do your research if you're coming here and want to hike, and make sure that you choose trails that you can physically do, because whether it be age or maybe a past accident, who knows? You just want to make sure you're capable of doing the trail and don't get yourself in a situation. There's plenty of trails that can be easily hiked. Man, this goes right up around that. That's like right on the edge. All right, well, I'm gonna stop right here for a second, get some water. You can see out there, this is what we've been climbing up. This is still what we have to do. All right, friends, I got warm enough to the point where the hat had to come off. This is just so beautiful. I wish the GoPro did a better job at showing the steepness of stuff. So we came up through right over that way, and now it goes right up around there. Wow. Okay, well, as you can see, we're up on the ridge at least, so the super, like, steep scrambling up the side there is over with. We're still not all the way up. The hiking's much easier now. Then we got rock climbing gear over here, I see. I doubt there's anyone down there, but I don't know enough about rock climbing to know if there's anyone down there. Check out this rock pattern. If you're still able to do hiking and you're in Wisconsin, definitely make it a point to stop by Devil's Lake and get some hiking in. Try to do some research on what trails, what section of trails you want to do, because that section I just went up, holy cow, there's people climbing that rock right there. Watch this, friends. Well, guys, I've always considered myself a bit of a thrill seeker, and Lauren would probably back that up. But what those guys are doing right there on that rock, climbing up the face of that rock with all their weight, on those ropes and ratchet straps, and yeah, let them do that. All right, well, I'm gonna head back over this way a little bit, back onto the main trail, off the direct edge here, and make some time, because although this ridge in itself could be the destination, I have some spots on this ridge that actually are the destination, so we'll keep her going. All right, it's hard to see, but right there we got another group of guys or gals, can't really tell, and more rock climbers. They got all their stuff hitched up right there. Man, look at that view. I wonder what lake that is over there. There's a lake way over there that looks quite sizable. I wonder what that is. Or maybe that's the river. Devil's Lake is, you can't see it right now, it's around the corner here, but the truck would be parked, see that stand of pine trees right there? The truck would be parked like right over here somewhere. The rock climbers keep catching my interest, because although I would never do that, anyone that's doing something that takes guts or just like a strong will like that, it always kind of intrigues me, fascinates me, makes me want to watch how they do their craft. All right, so there's some of Devil's Lake right there. And then I'll just go back. Here's the main trail. So that trail's pretty close to the edge. Just take a couple little meanders off to the side to get good views. So at some point up here we should see a trail off to the left, and that's going to take us to the Devil's Doorway. Oh, I could admit that going on this hike to this little destination is the closest I ever want to get to knocking on the Devil's Door. We started here, walked up, now we're right here, and I thought this was the turn we needed to do, but we need to go a little bit more to this little loop, and that's where we're going to see the Devil's Doorway. There it is, friends. The Devil's Doorway.
I mean, getting down, you're gonna shimmy back up.
Yeah, I know, I can tell. I saw those foot placements.
Alright.
There's the Devil's Doorway. There's a ton of people over there, some of which are standing directly in it. And I've waited a little bit of time now to get a picture without someone in it, but the couple that are in it don't seem to want to leave being in it. They do, however, love everyone taking pictures of them. We're back up on the ridge. I don't know if you can get a view of the Devil's Doorway from any other spot. It is very, very busy over there. I'm going to keep hiking a little bit here, and I'm going to decide whether I want to go to Standing Rock or not, Balanced Rock or not. I do remember it was quite the hike down to it and back up, because it's not on top of the ridge. It's kind of like halfway down it. All right, so I did check out the map. We are going to go to Balanced Rock because I'm going to make a loop out of it. I was initially going to come out to Devil's Doorway and then backtrack back, but we can just make a loop out of this, and then the whole way back, instead of being up on the ridge, we'll be down at the base. So views won't be as great, but we will be immersed in a beautiful forest. All right, so up top here we got these little patches of like prairie. That's kind of cool. Down to balanced rock, and this is a lot more of the like very much entry level, not even quite scrambling. There are some parts on here that are a little worse than others. Alright, so that's what we came down. More to go. This is even starting to hurt my knees. Granted, I have been in a motorcycle accident and completely destroyed my knees, but they made a pretty good recovery for the most part. But if there's prolonged periods of scrambling like this, the knees do start to hurt. So the little bit of a scary part is some of these rocks are actually slippery. So, see, like that one's very slippery. You wouldn't think they would because they're kind of a rough surface rock, but they are. There's definitely some older people, which I have nothing against, but I've definitely met a few older people that I felt probably it was not the safest to take this trail because they are struggling big time with balance, and it makes me nervous. All right, friends, we made her down. Whew. That did a number to my knees. They feel fine now that I'm on the flat, but it always seems like going down something like that hurts my knees worse than going up it. Well, friends, we're heading back to the truck. Got a little bit further to hike here along the bottom, but I think that's where I'm going to leave this one off. That was a great hike. Beautiful scenery, beautiful colors, beautiful temperature. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, to the military men and women, thank you for your service. Thank you for my freedom. And we'll see you on the next adventure. Bye, friends.